Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Obviously, Matt's not here next to me today because if you watched last episode, he really did a foul and brought some horrible whiskey for us to finish off the year. And I was like, Matt, you're kicked off of the Whiskey Wimps. So I'm just kidding. He'll be back, but he is kicked off this week. Ladies and gentlemen, today I just wanted to share with you guys some of the whiskey that I picked up during this whiskey hunting season. Got some pretty good stuff and I wanted to share with you because some of it we could try on the channel if you guys want us to, some of it maybe not. Leave a comment down below if any of these intrigue you, if you'd like to hear notes on these or a review on these, and also sharing them because if you're on Patreon, then you have a chance to be having some of these with us, and I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide which of these that you'd like to have because, well, they're all unopened, but we're gonna open them all. So let's start at the beginning. First things first, Edredar 12. Edredar, however you want to say it. Got this from Ralphie.com, as a recommendation from Ralphie.com, I should say. Because, you know, I'm a big fan of Scotch. I was way into Scotch long before I got into bourbon and rye. And this stuff, well, oops, I drank some already. But this is a fantastic whiskey. It's different. It's from the southern region, which is something I didn't really touch on too much when I was into Scotch. I was more in the Highland and Speyside regions and the Isla regions as well. But well, this is a Highland technically. I thought this was from the lowland distilleries down there. Anyway, it's cool. There's a great song by Dougie MacLean that is about this whiskey, or this whiskey's about that song. It's one or the other, but it's really good whiskey, and that's the first pickup. Our next pickup here is this Jack Daniel's special release, and that's the finish in Oloroso sherry casks, and also a single malt from Jack Daniel's, which is the first from Jack Daniel's, I believe. I don't think they've ever done a single malt. And American single malt is starting to be a thing, and since I was kind of getting into Scotch in this episode, I figured we'd do another single malt. My apologies to the gentleman at Bevmo where I got this that was very perturbed that I wanted to tell him that, that this wasn't bourbon. He was not believing me that bourbon had to have corn in it, and he was starting to get mad at me actually, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave. But I didn't leave before I got this for MSRP. Probably easier to find now than, well, I don't know how easy it is to find, but the other special releases from Jack Daniel's, the Coy Hill, that amazing, incredible barrel-proof rye that they released a couple years back. Oh man, I wish I still had some of that. That's the best whiskey I've ever had in my life. Anyway, here's the cool thing. Once we do our live stream, we are gonna be giving away all the bottles we've been talking about all last year. I also got a second bottle of this so that we can give away this one too. And this is gonna be the last of the single malts that I've picked up. This one is definitely from the lowland area, Campbelltown. And it's a 10-year Springbank. I have heard many a great thing about Springbank, but I've never actually tried it, so I figured this would be a good chance to do just that and give it a go. And maybe, I don't know what to pair this up against. It's it's 92 proof, 10-year single malt from Scotland. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it other than I'm excited to try it because I've heard lots of good things about it. Again, if you guys want to see any of these reviewed on the channel, just leave a comment down below which ones, and we will oblige. Next pickup, Templeton Rye, 10-year. My understanding is this is the famous 95.5 mash bill from MGP, 95 rye and 5%, whatever else they use, malted rye, or is it barley? Either way, I saw this sitting at Bevmo, so I figured I'd give it a go. And there's something else that I found sitting at another store. This right here, the Bullet 12-year rye. I thought that we'd do a pairing between Templeton 10 and the Bullet 12 because they're both MGP. But here's the interesting thing. This cost 80 bucks. This cost 50. This is 10 years old. This is 12 years old. So I thought it would be fun to do a little side-by-side blind on these. Look for that in an episode coming up next month. All right, we got a couple more. Next one here is Yellowstone 101. I was pretty excited to find this. I didn't think that I would find it. I've seen some reviews on it. They seem pretty good, and I was just excited to give it a go. It's Beam, Stephen Beam produced, which I imagine he's part of the Beam family, although he's got his own thing going on over there at Yellowstone and is not doing things with Jim and Booker and, well, Jim. Good old Jim. And again, if you guys are on Patreon and this is one of the ones you'd like to try, just let me know. All right, last one. I was out in Michigan earlier last year, and being in Michigan, being far from my hometown here of California, I figured I'd check out liquor stores and see if there's things I haven't seen sitting on the shelves around here, which I did indeed. And one of those things was this Lucky 7, 14. But the different thing about this is that this is the holdup. The only 14-year I'd heard of before from Lucky 7 was the Proprietor. And that's what I've seen around and seen it get really good reviews and people raving about it, but I have not seen this. And so I got it thinking, oh, it's the 14 Proprietor. Yes, I didn't even think about it because it's like, it was at MSRP or even less, and I was like, I'm gonna get it. And I got it, and then I realized, wait, this is, hold up. That's gonna do it for me here today, folks. And next week, hopefully be back with Matt, and we will see you guys right back here on the channel. Don't forget the subscribe button and comment down below and let us know which whiskeys you would like us to see a review. And we'll see you on the next video, because everything is better with whiskey. And me.